Don't date someone who doesn't have a job. Yeah. Now, I know people lose jobs all the time. And I ain't talking about right now during COVID, y'all. That'd be cold. Just break up with them. No.
That's Tasha. That's Steph. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest. We gonna eat a little, drink a little. Our story time is the best. Have you LOL when you click play? No, this ain't no clickbait.
What's up, y'all? It's Tasha, and I'm back with another solo video for y'all. If you're new here, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the family. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today, I have a seafood boil in a bowl, drenched in sauce, whatever Steph is gonna name it. Y'all know what I mean, Stephanie is gonna name it. And my topics are just random stuff that on the community tab that you guys were asking about or whatever when I asked. Let's get into the video. All right, I already did my thumbnail. So what I'm gonna do is just eat. I made a seafood boil. I actually was supposed to eat this yesterday. So it's been in the refrigerator since yesterday. The seafood has. I didn't cook it, but I took it out of the freezer. I was gonna make one yesterday and then I decided I didn't want it. It's still good. All right, y'all, so first I'm gonna eat a little bit. I can't do a whole potato volcano, y'all, cause oh, y'all, I'm wearing these glasses too because I'm trying to be nerdy cute. Period. Nah, because sometimes I don't like how my eyes look when I had a long night. And I had a long night last night. I stayed up really late. So I cleaned this shrimp out, y'all, so you know what that means. I can go to the bottom. I have a lot of onions in here, and I refuse to not get them. Hold up, let me try this out. Y'all gotta see. Come on, onion. Come through. These are potatoes, y'all. I roasted them because I did Postmates and they were way too big. You know, it's not their fault. They don't know. Whew. And this stuff is super spicy. I put way too much cayenne pepper on the potatoes. It's good though. I don't even know how I'm gonna get into the topic because my hands. I'm gonna try. I wanted corn, potatoes, just, ooh, come on, not in here. I'm in the living room, y'all, so I'm really not trying to drop nothing. Even though we have hardwood floors. I can't get a hold of anything. Come on, I need something. There we go. Somebody's gonna give me some onions. It's gonna be the corn. I know I'm about to burn my lip. Hold up. Yep. This is what I needed. hard for me to get to the topic. Wait. Wait a minute. Whoa. That's good. Let me get some onions on you. Let me pull it down further because I don't really like eating the little leg tails. I mean, the little leg shells on accident. Y'all know I got an egg. Had to do it. Y'all know why. Just because it's like a jelly donut to me. I don't really care for it, but I like when I see people eating it. Makes me want it. That's hot. Yeah, my thumb is brown. I'm trying to act like it's not. All right. I'm gonna get into it. Let me eat a little bit. Let me have another shrimp. Piece of shrimp. A lot of people ask questions about the lockdown, about COVID, about what's changed, what we're doing, what we're going to do when stuff opens up. So I figured I would just say that little piece. So when I was about to say, I know that. No, this is not shite. It's not. It's not. It's seasoning. Just right down below. Go ahead and put you over there. So basically she said, when the lockdown is lifted, are you going to go out right away or still staying home? So I definitely know that we stay at home. I just enrolled in a fall class for personal development, not for maybe business development too. But I just enrolled in a class, and that class doesn't end until August. So you already know I'm definitely not planning on doing anything, going anywhere, at least until August, because I gotta, you know, do school. I mean, we do go for walks. We wear our mask. We did go to the beach. Not on the actual beach that day when we did the live. But we had our masks. We didn't have them on, but I remember somebody reminding us, and we did put them on. Because we are worried. All right, I want to talk about obstacles. Now, what happened was, yes, a lot of you did say something on the community tab, but because I haven't had a chance to read it, I don't want to just read it right now while I'm doing this and then try to come up with answers. It's not going to be genuine. Some will, but it's going to take too long, and the editing is going to be horrible for Stephanie. So I picked one basically and just went off of that one, and I'm just going to do that one. This wasn't even directly a question, but I wanted to talk about obstacles in our lives. I really wanted to put this out there for the younger generation. Because I know a lot of people 18 to 24 watch us. I think that's our highest views. The younger people. So, okay, so my first thing, and this is not going to apply to everybody, but this might apply to a friend, a boyfriend, family member, or no one. First thing I want to bring up is probation, jail, stuff like that, expungements, getting your life back after you've been arrested, falsely accused, or not falsely accused. If you really did something, but you changed your life around. And now you can't get a job. So, a lot of people don't know this or just really don't care enough to do this. When you get arrested and you go to jail, now I'm gonna speak on a misdemeanor, because I know this. nobody's really going to want to hire you, because when you put on your application that you've been arrested, they would much rather hire someone else. I mean, some people will give you a chance, but most people, or I won't say most people, I'll say a lot of people are going to be like, would I rather hire this person who hasn't been to jail, or this person who has been to jail and they have the same experience? They're going to hire the one who hasn't been to jail. That's just what happens. Is it fair? No, because a lot of us, especially a lot of us with brown skin, get falsely accused and arrested and go to jail, and then we have a record, and then and our lives get messed up because there are people in the judicial system that do not care and that wish us harm. Period. Point blank. Okay. With that being said, I'm not gonna go into that too far. But with that being said, no matter what color you are, if you've been to jail and it was a misdemeanor, this is especially if you didn't do it, get your record expunged. Once your probation is over, you go back to the court where you got arrested. You go back to the court where your conviction was. You ask for expungement paperwork. You fill out the expungement paperwork. If you do not have enough money for it, because you have to pay something, they will basically give you the money, or they'll waive it. I'm sorry. And you do an expungement. The next time you apply for a job, it takes a couple of weeks for an expungement. I think up to 8 weeks. You do the expungement. You no longer have a record. You go and you get a job. The only person that can pull your arrest record after you get it expunged is the state. Like if you try to get a state job, or if you're trying to adopt some kids or something like that. All right, hold on. Another way to get your life on track, y'all. School. Children. You're 18 years old, right? Let's say you messed up in school. I don't care how old you are, actually. 18 to 25, I believe. Let's say you messed up in school. You didn't get to graduate. Do not stop. Please go take your summer school. I don't care if you're 20 years old and you didn't go to school, and now you don't want to go back to adult school or whatever the case is. You don't want to go get your diploma. Do you know you can still go to college? There's a program called Ability to Benefit. I don't even believe that there is an age limit, but do not get me wrong. I think there is no age limit. Ability to Benefit. If you don't have a high school diploma and you're not trying to go back and get one, which I do recommend you do that, you can still go to college. You can go to a community college. You can get an associate degree. They help you get your high school diploma, but you can go to school and you're taking these classes. As you're taking these classes, you're getting your high school diploma as you're taking college classes, and then boom, you have an associate's degree. And if you choose to go to a university, you can. Don't think that just because you didn't go straight into a university that you can't get into a university. If you get your grade point average up, you can go into a university. Yeah, you might not be able to go to Yale or all these schools, but that doesn't matter. Get your education. Now, as far as not having money, financial aid, it gives you a few thousand, $5,000-$6,000 a semester to go to school. If that's not enough, get a student loan. I will tell you this: don't get a student loan if you don't think you're gonna finish school, because you're just gonna have student loans and then you're gonna have a whole bunch to pay for. If you can't afford anything else and you are living, check to check, and you feel like school would help you out, I would recommend getting a loan. Student loans are not, not everybody would recommend this. Some people say, oh, no, don't ever get a student loan. And that's understandable. I still have student loans right now. They're not paid. Okay. But they're not damaging my credit because I know how to deal with them. Get a student loan, pay your rent, make sure you're not homeless, pay your bills. You can get enough to go to school and get that loan and be okay. Okay. Here we go. This is probably an unpopular opinion. Don't date someone who doesn't have a job. Yeah. Now, I know people lose jobs all the time. Now, I ain't talking about right now during COVID, y'all. That'd be cold. Just break up with them. No, I ain't talking about break up with somebody when they lose their job. I mean, if you're over here, I'm gonna just give you an example from my life. When I got out of one relationship and got into my own place with Elijah when he was 2, it was a little different for me because I was used to my partner paying a lot of the bills, and she made more money than me, way more money than me, and she paid a lot of bills And I was used to that. So me moving to my own place, now I'm responsible for all of my bills, all my rent, all my everything. Things were different, but I was able to afford it. I get into a relationship with somebody and she had nothing. Of course, she didn't tell me in the beginning that she had nothing, but then I found out that she didn't have anything and I stayed with her. It was a bad decision because being someone who doesn't have a lot of money, being someone who just has enough, you know, you don't need to burden yourself with another human that doesn't have anything. A lot of times when you meet somebody that doesn't have a job and you've been dealing with them for a few months and they still don't have a job, there's a reason why they don't have a job. They're probably not going to get one. If you can't motivate them in the 2, maybe you give them a month. Okay, if they don't have a job, give them a month or 2. If they don't have one at that point and there's nothing physically wrong with them, I feel like, talking to the young people, I feel like you have to let them go, because there's a pattern with people like that. You know, there's some people who don't get jobs, get in a relationship with people who do have jobs, let the people who do have jobs pay all the bills and take care of them, and then they just never get a job. Then eventually they go, you know, I don't know, cheat. I hear the men be doing that. They be cheating on the women who are paying all their bills and all that, because they're bored. They don't have nothing to do, so they just go cheat. As far as cheating, I don't know if that's true for everything, but I just, in my opinion, feel like you shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody who has nothing, especially when they brought you nothing from jump. You know, when you first met them, they had nothing. You're with them 2 months, they still have nothing. They look like they don't have plans to have anything, because the only thing that's gonna do is kind of gonna, like, when a relationship is kind of a balance, right? So if you're like here, and I don't mean just financially, I'm talking about emotionally, everything. But if you're up here emotionally, financially, everything, right? And then you meet this person that's here, one of 2 things is going to happen. You're either going to end up here or here. No, you're going to end up where they are, or you're going to end up bringing them where you are. I'm sorry, 3 things. Or worst case, not the worst case scenario. Oh, fuck, I just can't even talk. Y'all can't even talk. And Stephanie told me to get off this thing. I'm about to go. Or you can never get ahead because this person is always kind of holding you back. So instead of you growing, you're just stagnant. You're just staying the same. And this person is either down here, or maybe they even roached. Maybe they even got up to your level, but with the other person not wanting to progress, you can't ever progress. Like, I feel like a couple can't progress as a couple if only one wants to progress. That means that only one of you is going to progress and the other one's not. And like I said, equilibrium, it's not going to be there. I do feel like I did not do very well at any of these topics. And I think I ate cool though, you know, but topics were trash. I hope I gave sound advice. I hope you could understand through what I was saying. Yeah. Stephanie's gonna be so mad at me for rambling for 30 minutes. I rambled for 30 minutes. Bye.